Crash course on philosophy, ethics and morality. Learn about ethics and morality, and how they shape our society. Of course, I'd be happy to give you a crash course on philosophy, ethics, and morality. Philosophy is the study of fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language. Ethics and morality are two branches of philosophy that deal with questions of right and wrong, good and evil, and what it means to live a good life. Ethics is the study of moral principles and values that govern behavior. It is concerned with what actions are right or wrong and what kind of person we ought to be. Morality, on the other hand, is the set of beliefs and practices that define right and wrong behavior within a society or culture. Ethics and morality are interrelated, as our moral beliefs and practices are based on ethical principles. They play a crucial role in shaping our society and determining how we interact with one another. For example, ethical principles such as honesty, fairness, and respect for others are essential for building trust and maintaining social order. One of the most famous ethical theories is utilitarianism, which states that the right action is the one that maximizes overall happiness or well-being. This theory is often illustrated through the hypothetical situation of a trolley problem. In this scenario, a trolley is heading towards a group of people on a track, and the only way to save them is to divert the trolley onto another track where there is only one person. The question is, should you divert the trolley, sacrificing one life to save many? Utilitarianism would argue that you should, as it would result in the greatest overall happiness. Another famous ethical theory is deontology, which focuses on the moral duty to do what is right regardless of the consequences. Immanuel Kant, a prominent philosopher, is often associated with this theory. For example, Kant would argue that lying is always wrong, regardless of the situation, because it violates the moral duty to tell the truth. In addition to these ethical theories, there are also various moral principles that are widely recognized, such as the principle of autonomy, respecting individuals' right to make their own decisions, the principle of non-maleficence, doing no harm, and the principle of beneficence, doing good. There are many interesting stories and examples that illustrate the importance of ethics and morality in our society. One such story is the case of the Stanford Prison Experiment. In 1971, a group of psychology students conducted an experiment in which some students played the role of guards and others played the role of prisoners. The experiment quickly spiraled out of control, with the guards abusing their power and the prisoners suffering from psychological trauma. This experiment highlights the importance of ethical principles such as respect for human dignity and the need for clear ethical guidelines in research. Another interesting example is the case of the Tuskegee syphilis study. From 1932 to 1972, the U.S. government conducted a study in which African American men with syphilis were left untreated so that researchers could study the progression of the disease. This unethical study violated basic ethical principles such as informed consent and respect for human dignity. Top 12 Interesting Ethics and Morality. 1. Moral relativism. The belief that moral truths are relative to the individual or culture. 2. Virtue ethics. The idea that being a good person is more important than doing the right thing. 3. The ethics of care. The belief that ethics should focus on relationships and caring for others. 4. The golden rule. The principle of treating others as you would like to be treated. 5. The veil of ignorance. A thought experiment in which we imagine ourselves making moral decisions without knowing our own social status or personal preferences. 6. The tragedy of the commons. A situation in which individuals act in their own self-interest and exploit a shared resource, leading to its depletion or degradation. 7. Moral luck. The idea that the outcomes of our actions depend in part on factors outside of our control, such as luck. 8. The ethics of technology. The study of how technology affects our values and ethical principles. 9. The ethics of AI. The study of the ethical implications of artificial intelligence and machine learning. 10. The ethics of animal rights. The belief that animals have intrinsic value and should be treated with respect and dignity. 11. The ethics of environmentalism. The study of how to balance economic growth and environmental conservation. 12. Medical ethics. The study of ethical principles and values that govern medical practice, including issues such as informed consent, end-of-life care, and genetic testing. These are just a few examples of the many interesting and important ethical and moral issues that philosophers and society must grapple with. In summary, ethics and morality are essential to our society and shape our interactions with one another. They are grounded in fundamental philosophical questions about right and wrong, good and evil, and what it means to live a good life. Ethical principles such as honesty, fairness, and respect for others are critical for building trust and maintaining social order. Additionally, there are many interesting ethical theories and principles, as well as important issues such as animal rights, environmentalism, and medical ethics, that we must consider in our quest to live ethically and morally. And now, as requested, here's a poem about ethics and morality. Ethics and morality, so fundamental and true. Guide us in life, in all that we do. From Kant's duty to do what's right, to the golden rule, a guiding light. In virtue ethics, we aspire to be the best versions of ourselves we can see. The ethics of care, relationships we cherish. And moral relativism, our beliefs may perish. The veil of ignorance, we don't know who we are. But our moral decisions must be up to par. The tragedy of the commons, we must beware. And act with respect for the world we share. Moral luck, outcomes we can't control. But our actions matter, that's our role. The ethics of technology, ever-changing. Our values and principles, always rearranging. AI and animal rights, and the environment too. Medical ethics, so much to pursue. Ethics and morality, essential indeed. For building trust, and living a life that we need. Start planning your next global adventure with ease and convenience with our Booking.com referral link. https://www.booking.com/index.html?aid equals 7989335 as a great choice to plan your next trip. You can find and book flights, hotels, cars, and local attractions all in one place, and their price match guarantee ensures you're getting the best deal. Thank you for kind support our AnHub Metaverse channel, and please watch more interesting videos here.